Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to the divine for being present, thank you to divine grace for nourishing us day in and day out. Thank you for the opportunity to be alive and to be a vessel and to channel the words, the wisdom, the guidance that needs to come through. Thank you. Eternal thanks and gratitude for this video that will be reaching the people that it will reach. I'm so grateful that they are open and available to receive the word, and I'm so grateful that I am open and available to share and transmit this word, and so it is. Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I am Nyakuiy, and I'm here again with another word with you all. I pray that this finds you in this beautiful energy of momentum that's been due to all of these planets that were in retrograde moving direct, y'all. The planets are moving direct, and we love it here. We do have one planet that is going to be direct later this month, and that is Uranus. And so I'm getting way ahead of myself, but I'm just so excited to be here and to transmit these messages that are coming through. There is a lot coming through, y'all, and it's also an effect of these retrogrades coming to a close. You know, this past month of December was a time of shutting in, shutting down, shutting the world out, quieting the noise, really marked by and highlighted, I want to say, by the solstice, right? And the solstice representing a time where the light is starting to grow brighter and brighter and brighter by day, and it'll reach its culmination with summer, right? But until then, the light is continually growing, and that is representative of the light within ourselves as well. It is growing. However, in this time that we are in, especially those of us here in the northern hemisphere, where we are recognizing that we are in winter, this is a time of hibernation. This is a time of going within. This is a time of reflection. This is a time of gathering your resources, building up the momentum for things to flourish when it comes to spring. So I will wish you a happy new year when it comes to springtime, because that is the new year. That is the real new year that we are waiting for right now. We are hibernating. We are collecting information. We are developing plans. We are incubating. We are in creation mode where we're moving slow, real slow, very, very slow, especially with these earth energies being Capricorn. You know, we're in Capricorn season. Capricorn is methodical, okay? I really am getting ahead of myself, but this flow is just flowing and I'm not going to stop it. And so Capricorn being the planet of this earthy practical, not a planet, Capricorn being this element that is earthy, that is practical, that has long-term vision, that is not short-sighted, that wants to plan things out to a T. You know, it's helping us being in this energy of everything that we did, everything that we experienced in the last month of December is coming back now for us to really look at in a new way. I mean, we were looking at things in a different way. Things were being broken down. Our perceptions were being broken down. And the way we were thinking about things, the way we were working with the lessons, y'all. I remember last month was all about, are you learning your lesson? And so that month was, and some of y'all might have gotten ill. That's coming through right now. Some of y'all might have gotten slowed down because it was like, you're not listening. You're not getting it. And of course, it's with love, because in order to move ahead, you gotta get out of the haste energy and really pay attention to the details, and collect what you can and throw away what you don't need, so that you can move forward, gathering everything that's going to benefit you and help you flourish. Do you see what I'm saying? And so, this energy that we're in right now, it feels really yummy. It feels like there's this burden that has been released. There's this energy of expansion where there was contraction, and this is due to Jupiter. Okay, I can breathe again. That's the energy. Something that was on your heart, that was weighing you down, that was a burden, it's been lifted, and you're moving into the clear. It's like you were able to uncover what that burden was, and you were able to release it, and now you're in the final stages, I'll say, of clarity, of culmination, of culminating what it was, what it meant. You're looking at it from all different angles. It's like what's coming to me is a kaleidoscope, right? There's so many different facets to this thing, to this lesson. And you're here to learn, and you're here to really study it and understand it and understand it and overstand it at all of these different levels, so that you don't have to keep coming back to it. You see? So blessings, and this may have to do with things of the material world, things of material value, your body, your money, your material resources, your worth, even your money. Did I say your money? I think I said your money, but that's coming up again, because your money, the ways that we're making money, we have to make money different ways. We have to think outside of the box. If you're an entrepreneur, you have to think about different ways to get that bag, to resource that bag, ways that are beneficial to everyone involved, ways that don't leave anyone in scarcity, ways that don't perpetuate lack, ways that promote abundance. Jupiter's all about abundance. How are you growing your money in a way that is benefiting the many? Okay? How are you making this money in a way that's benefiting the many? That's a word. With Mercury, I spoke a little bit about Mercury and learning your lessons, because that Hierophant card, y'all, it kept coming up. Spiritual teacher, what's up? Are you learning these spiritual lessons that are manifesting through your material situations? Are you really learning? Because again, there's levels to this. Think about an onion. You peel one layer, there's another layer. You peel that, there's another layer, until you get to the core, until you get to the crux of the matter. So a message here for those of you who are like, dang, I keep coming back to the same thing, and I keep coming back to the same thing. And I want you to not think about it in terms of you're going in circles. You're not going in circles. You're going in spirals, and you're climbing higher and higher each time. You're going around the spiral. Do you see what I'm saying? So your perception that you're in the same spot, that you're stuck, is just that. It's a perception. It's not reality. You are moving, beloved. You are moving energy. You're moving deep, deep, deep energy from your cells. Deep energy. You're recoding your DNA. This is deep. You're shifting who you are at a cellular DNA level, at an energetic level. Okay? Somebody needs to go on a fast. This will give you the energetic reset that you need. It doesn't have to be extreme. It doesn't have to be the most. Maybe a day of liquid fasting where you're on some juices. Maybe you're on some water. Fresh juices, by the way, do not do that. Freshly squeezed or freshly pressed. No sugar-filled toxic shit, okay? I'm talking about the real deal. If you can get it at home, make it at home, that's the best. If you cannot, go visit your local juice joint. I'm sure they've got options there. Organic, okay? Get these codes from these plants. And I'm going to segue into this a little bit because I'm feeling the call to speak about this. It's important to add more plants into your diet. It's important to add more living foods in your diet, because what do they carry? They carry intelligence. They carry light. They carry information. When you take in that information, you transform it, you digest it, and it becomes incorporated into your body, further informing you. So when you're eating natural foods, when you're eating organic foods, foods that have not been genetically modified, foods that are pure at their source, it's going to help you remember your own natural essence. I was going to say naturality, but I think that would just be a word I made up. But we're going to flow with it, okay? So those plants, those natural foods are going to awaken your own intelligence, because that is intelligent life. And it's going to awaken you. It's going to illuminate you. So I'm getting this. Don't be resistant to incorporating more fresh, natural plants, vegetables, fruit in your diet, and eat what's in season. Eat what's available in your region, because you were there. You were in that energy. It's growing in there. It's in that energy as well. That's the best. Okay. So this is going to give you an energetic reset because of this light, because of this information that's coming through. And because you're not consuming the dense foods, the meats, the cheeses, the heaviness, especially the meats that are GMO filled, especially the meats that are GMO filled from animals that have been pumped with antibiotics. Them antibiotics are in the meats, and you about to eat that, and you don't think you're gonna be affected? Come on now. Halal, kosher, organic. Go to the farm and get it. That's the vibe. That's the energy. I mean, the real energy is like raise that animal and then kill it and then eat it if that's what you're on. Everybody is doing their own thing, to each his own, right? But humane. Let's be humane. Let's think about our connection and relationship with food. Okay? I'm going to end it there because I feel like that's a whole other direction that this was going to go, and we're not trying to make this hella long. So yes, energetic reset via a fast. Now, it's not time to start something new. You know, I'm talking about these retrogrades and these planets, Mercury and Jupiter, that are going direct, Pluto and being in there too, that are going direct, that are that are opening the way forward. You know, it's like, okay, the door has been opened and you're walking through, but you're not running yet. You're in the room, you're looking around, you're like, oh, this is different. I got to reorient myself. I got to orient myself. I got to make it make sense for me. These lessons, now they're making more sense for me. Now I'm getting more clarity. Now with this clarity, I'm able to discern better which direction is going to benefit me and when it benefits you, it benefits the whole, right? And so this is alignment. When you're in alignment with you, you're in alignment with the whole. So be in alignment with you, boo, and trust this methodical, slow journey. Fast is not going to win everything. It's not going to win anything. You got to do the detailed work. You got to slow down enough. And so that means you're going to catch these insights that you caught, these revelations that came through back in December. They're going to continue making more sense for you moving forward. Okay? And the more clarity that you have around something, the more stability, the more stable that you are around it, the more it will flourish. So by the time spring comes around, you're ready to spring into action. Obviously, I'm not saying like don't make any moves at all. That's not what this is here. It's simply that because everything is different, because everybody is different, because momentum may have been carried for the last 3 years, right? For the last 2 years, for however long. If you've been having this forward momentum, you know, it's keep taking inspired action. That's what I'll say. Always take inspired action. But the time to launch things, the time to launch your creations is going to be better in spring, because spring supports that. Spring supports the forward movement in a grand way, because now everything that you've planted is now going to thrive, is going to flourish. You're going to see the rose buds starting to open up. Do you see what I'm saying? In the dead of winter, what's going to open up? Okay? It's important for you to pause and reflect on what's been revealed and ask yourself, how can I use this new information? How can I incorporate these insights into myself in a way that supports my forward movement, in a way that supports the progress that I'm making? Okay? So no risky behavior, absolutely not. Be very, very calculated. Okay? And there's a message too of always take the unconventional route. You're here with me. You're different. You're not doing things the same as everyone else. You're not on the same timeline as everyone else. You're not on the matrix mind. You're not on the matrix timeline. So if right now Spirit is asking you to rest, what you trying to do making moves happen when you're being told to rest? So those were the things that were coming through. I'm about to get into the cards now. And we've got the angels coming to rock with us. The angels want to talk to us about forgiveness, about prayers that are being answered, about abundance. Forgiveness. I feel a resistance coming up around forgiveness. Somebody is like, damn, forgiveness again? I done heard that like so many times. I don't want to hear about forgiveness anymore. And that's exactly why you need to hear about it. That's exactly why you need to hear about it. Because at the end of the day, forgiveness is not about the other person. It's not about making the action that was done, the harm that was committed, okay. It's about saying, I'm not going to live in pain because of what you've done. I'm going to free myself and forgive myself, and that will free me from that experience. Do you hear me? It's for you. It's for you. It's always been for you. It's never been for anybody else. It doesn't mean anything about the other person. It doesn't mean anything about what they did. It means everything about who you are and returning to who you were before the harm was committed, before the crime was committed. Do you hear me? Who were you prior to? Therein lies the answer to your question, the answer to your prayer of when am I gonna, I get this energy of when are things gonna shift? When are things gonna move forward for me? When am I gonna be in the clear? When is forward momentum gonna happen for me? And it's like you're asking the wrong question. The question that is I'm going to invite you to ask instead is, what is being revealed to me in this moment right now? Come to the present. This is inviting presence. What insights are available to me right now? What illuminations are available to me right now? What do I need to know right now? What's coming up for me right now? Stay here, stay present. Be with yourself. This is the energy of being in the details, being in the present, so that, because if you're missing all of this and you're worried about where you should be or where you think you want to be, then you're missing the point, because right here is the vehicle that's going to take you over there. And if you're over there, then you're not trusting in the divine plan. You're not trusting in your path. You're not trusting that the prayers that you've been expressing, that they're not going to be answered. But they're going to be answered in this moment. They're not going to be answered tomorrow. They're going to be answered right now. And they're going to be answered in a multitude of ways. And so it's important for you to be open. It's important for you to be receptive. It's important for you to receive. It's important for you to notice anything that's repeating for you right now. Any word that's repeating, any theme that's repeating. Pay attention, because there's messages in there for you that are answers to your prayers, that are answers to your questions. Forgiveness is for you. So forgive yourself for also feeling like you should be elsewhere. Forgive yourself for feeling like you need to rush yourself, for feeling like you're behind. Forgive yourself and just come right here and be right here and know that everything is manifesting right here. And when you're clear right here, you'll be clear about what you need to do to get where you need to be. That's being in an abundant mindset. That's prosperity minded. That's a prosperity mindset. Because you're open. You're like, I don't have all the answers. But the answers that I will have, the answers that I do have, they're gonna come to me when they come to me. And I'm here, right here, to receive. I'm right here to follow the guidance. I keep going back to the example of, if the guidance is rest, then there goes your answer. Rest. The time is not now for you to know the next step. It really can be that simple. And then on the other hand, as we move into our next 3 cards here from our goddess deck, Athena is coming through with some inner wisdom. You're going to receive the inner guidance to move and to take inspired action. And when you catch that, you got to take that action immediately. Call this person, do it. Write this email out, do it, done. Connect with this person. Call this job. Go to this location. Go to this store at this hour. Do you see what I'm saying? There are divine appointments that are being set up for you. And when you listen to that inner guidance, you're following the steps. You're taking this one step at a time. And it's better that way, because you don't want to be overwhelmed. Spirit doesn't ever want to overwhelm you. You are overwhelming yourself, if anything. It's too big. When it's too big and you're too overwhelmed, you got to bring it back down to here. You got to bring it back down to the present. And remember that you are exactly where you need to be. You're not late. There's nothing you've missed. You're on time. You're on divine time. And divine time likes to be mysterious. It likes to show you. It likes to shock you. It likes to, it's the spontaneous. It's spontaneous. That's what it is. It's not structured. It's not planned out. It's not linear at all. What fun is that? What fun is that? Like living a linear life. It's almost like you're meant to look at it in this childlike way, in this wondrous way of, oh my gosh, I wonder where life is going to lead me next. I wonder what beautiful thing is going to happen next. I wonder what beautiful encounter is going to manifest into my field next. I wonder what this individual has in store for me. I'm open for life in all of its manifestations. I wonder what this event has for me. This event that I'm being called to go to, this location, this place that I'm being called to go to. I wonder what's there for me. I wonder what support is here for me. I wonder what guidance is coming through for me. I wonder what love is coming through for me. I wonder what love can be expressed through me. Do you hear me? This is the energy of abundance. And we ain't talking about money. Did I mention money? No. But this energy of receptivity, this energy of being and knowing that everything is happening when it needs to happen. This is abundance. This is opposite of lack. This is opposite of limitation. This is opposite of I can't and I don't know. It's like You're going to know what you need to know when you know it. So you do know, you just don't know it yet. Don't live in this I don't know, and it's not happening, and I don't see it, and it's happening for them, but it's not happening for me. And no, all of that is irrelevant. Focus on you. Ishtar is coming through with boundaries. She says, love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. Boom. Some of y'all are, I'm going to say it. It's going to piss some of y'all off. Some of y'all are doormats. Saying yes to everything. Even the things you don't want to say yes to. Your whole entire heart, your gut is like, I don't want to do this. No. This doesn't feel right. This is asking too much of me. I don't have it to give. And then you do it anyway. Why? Why are you betraying yourself? Why are you forsaking yourself? You are important. Your no matters. Your yes matters too. But it doesn't matter when you're saying yes all the time. That's why people walk all over you. It's because you keep saying yes. You haven't stepped your foot down to say no yet. And so, of course, you're going to keep getting people who are coming at you, asking for this, that, and the third. Because your energy says, I don't know how to say no, so come ask me because I'm going to say yes. Because I don't value myself. I don't value my no. And I want to bring some compassion here for you that your boundaries were crossed, violently crossed, some of you, as a young person. And this theme of always submitting to the other person, submitting to the will of the other person, and denying yourself and denying your will is strong because it's a learned pattern. It's something that you've learned and carried with you and you've been in for a long time. And the energy now is it's okay to release that. You are safe. You are safe to say hell to the motherfucking no. Now you might not say it like that. It might be like, well, I don't know. It might come with it's going to come with some practice. If you can't fix your lips to say no and love it, then of course it's going to take time for you to get comfortable. But you got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. And so that's a big message. That's a huge message. Say no to relationships that are draining you. Say no to tasks. Even at your job, they're asking you to do the most. Say no. It's above my pay grade. You got to pay me more if you want me to do that. Value yourself or leave. Search for another position elsewhere where they will value you or pay you exactly what you are owed. Pay you your worth and more. Don't overwork you and take advantage of you. Okay? You got to be fair to yourself. There's an energy of you feeling like life has been unfair to you. And you've been in some very unfair circumstances. That's the truth. That's valid. And now it's your job to reverse that. Spirit is like, this is your answered prayer. You are currently where you are. You're in the energy of grace. You're in the energy of forgiveness. You're in the energy of unconditional love. And it's important that you open your eyes to see this because the only block is you. And this is circling back around to forgiveness because forgiveness is a block, or lack of forgiveness is a block. It prevents you from seeing a lot of things, seeing things that you would be able to see at a higher perspective because you're deep in the anger and the resentment and the bitterness. And you feel that you're owed something, you're owed an apology. Well, that person may never apologize. So what are you going to do now? Are you going to continue to wait for something that's not going to come? Or can you find resolve within yourself and say, you know what, even if they're not going to apologize, even if they never apologize, even if I never hear those words from their mouth, I'm going to free myself. I'm going to free myself of this pain. I'm going to love myself. I'm going to value myself because I deserve good things. I deserve peace. I deserve peace of mind. I deserve stability. I deserve to feel at home with myself. I deserve to feel at home within my body. I deserve to befriend myself. I deserve to feel harmony within my being. I deserve to be in alignment. I deserve to be in alignment with divine truth, which is that karma finna get them, and it don't gotta be me. Karma is going to get them. And that has nothing to do with you. That has everything to do with the energy they put out, the energy that they'll receive at some point. That's out of our control, right? And so forgiveness is releasing the control, releasing the need to punish the other person. You cannot punish them. I mean, for one, they're punishing themselves in a very deep level that they are not aware of. But we cannot punish them. We cannot punish somebody enough to get them to realize that what they did was wrong. They have to come to that awareness themselves. And so while you're here trying to be in the energy of punishment, holding on to forgiveness, holding on to lack of forgiveness because you feel that that is the way to punish them, it's only hurting you. It's only blocking your blessings. It's only blocking the abundance that can come through for you. Okay? It's important to honor where you're at too. It's so important to honor where you're at and to love yourself while you're there, because that's what's going to move you to the next level. That's what's going to allow you to integrate these lessons so that you can take it to the next level in your path, so that you can be open to different things, to more abundance in different ways. So release the limitations, release limiting yourself. Open your eyes to see yourself clearly. You are not that traumatized person anymore. You've grown, you've evolved. And with this inner wisdom card being here, that's another confirmation of that. Your prayers have been answered. It's actually time for you to see that they have been answered. Okay? So I'm going to leave this here. Your spiritual evolution is inevitable, and the material success is also inevitable, because what happens on the energetic, what happens on the spiritual realm is going to manifest in the condensed realm, in the material world, in the physical reality. Okay? So be gentle with yourself. Again, we're still in the season of hibernating and recollecting and gathering intel, gathering information, gathering the light, so that we're nurturing it, so that by the time it comes to spring, by the time it comes to summer, we're shining. Okay? It's not to say your shine doesn't diminish. You know, the sun still shines in the wintertime, of course, but the shine is different, right? It's important to allow yourself to shine differently today, tomorrow, 3 months from now, 6 months from now, okay? And allow yourself to be and move through these cycles, move through these spirals, move through these lessons, embody them in your body, in your vessel, in your being. Because your spirituality and your spiritual wisdom can't be all intellectual. It's got to be lived. You can't just talk about it. You got to live it. And it takes time. And so be gentle and love yourself through, okay? I am going to leave this here. I am sending you so much love, a big heart hug, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace.